What do you see? Points of light, random patterns, or could these celestial sparks be fragments of an ancient story, messages left for us by those who came before? What if the star maps created thousands of years ago were more than just primitive sketches? What if they held cosmic wisdom far beyond what we can imagine today? The megalithic builders of Stonehenge, Karnak, and other ancient sites across Europe used the stars to align their monumental constructions. But what knowledge did they have that we've lost? And how can we rediscover it? Join me on a journey through the cosmos and history as we explore the secrets of the stars. Uncover the truth behind these ancient star maps and the civilizations that created them. Are you ready to embark on this adventure? Then let's begin. In the beginning there was darkness, then light. And in that light there were stars. The first humans looked up at the sky and saw stories written in the stars. They saw gods and monsters and heroes. They saw the past, the present, and the future. But over time, we've forgotten the language of the stars. We've become disconnected from the universe. We need to listen to the stars again. We need to learn the language of the ancients. If we do, we may just find that we're not alone in the universe. We've always looked up to the stars. Our ancestors did it too. They didn't just gaze at the night sky and wonder, they mapped it. The Babylonians, the Mayans, the Egyptians, the Polynesians, they all charted the movements of planets, predicted eclipses, and aligned their monuments with celestial events. But how did they do it without telescopes, satellites, or computers? Well, it's a long story. It took the combined efforts of generations of astronomers to create these detailed star maps. They observed the heavens for hundreds of years, carefully recording the positions of the stars and planets. They developed complex systems of mathematics and astronomy. They created tools like the astrolabe to help them make accurate predictions about the future. And they built massive structures like Stonehenge to serve as calendars, aligning them with the solstices and equinoxes. But even with all this knowledge, they were still limited by the fact that they couldn't see very far. The stars that we can see with our naked eyes are relatively close to us. The further away a star is, the dimmer it appears. And there are so many stars out there that we QAUNC that our ancestors didn't have the full picture. They didn't know how big the universe really is. Ancient civilizations around the world had an incredible understanding of astronomy. Consider the Babylonians, who recorded celestial phenomena on clay tablets more than 2,500 years ago. Their star maps tracked the cycles of planets so precisely that modern astronomers are still amazed by them. Or the Mayans, whose calendar was so accurate that it could predict solar and lunar eclipses centuries in advance. And just look at this Mayan codex. This is not a map of the stars. What's that in the middle? That's the sun. Is that a coincidence? I think not. And then there's the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt, which is aligned with true north to a fraction of a degree. How is that even possible? It's hard to believe that all of this was done without the aid of modern technology. Did ancient builders have tools that we've overlooked, or were they using a wisdom that we've since lost? It's me. Do you know what I'm talking about? You should. Did you know that star maps were not just used for navigation? They were also maps of meaning. In Polynesia, star charts were woven into memory through chants. These chants would guide navigators across thousands of miles of open ocean without a compass. And in Mesopotamia, constellations were not just clusters of stars, but divine beings whose positions carried messages from the gods to the kings and empires of men. Every star map was a blend of science. These maps show where ancient ruins are located around the world. But what if these maps went deeper across the globe? Sacred sites are aligned with celestial events. During the equinox, the shadow of the serpent god slithers down the pyramid as the sun sets. At Nabta Playa, a circle of stones in the Sahara Desert aligns with the summer solstice sunrise built thousands of years before Stonehenge. So were these monuments simply ceremonial, or were they part of a greater network, a way for ancient humans to synchronize their lives with the cosmos, to keep time with the stars? This is incredible ancient technology, and there's more to know about these sites and many more. We often interpret ancient star maps as primitive attempts at astronomy, but what if they were more? Some scholars suggest that these maps encoded knowledge about time, agriculture, and even consciousness itself. Imagine charts that not only tracked the heavens, but also described humanity's place within them. Guides for both survival and spiritual awakening. But over time, these sacred maps became fragmented and lost. We've forgotten their deeper meaning and turned them into something primitive. But there is a growing movement to reclaim this ancient knowledge and use it to heal our relationship with the cosmos. It's a reminder that in our pursuit of technology, we've forgotten the wisdom of connection, the understanding that we are not separate from the heavens, but part of them. So, what can we learn from these ancient maps? What wisdom have we lost? And how can we reclaim it? This is a journey that I invite you to join me on. Let's start by exploring some of the most famous star maps. The first one that I want to show you is this one. It's called the Star of Bethlehem, and it's thought to be one of the most accurate depictions of the night sky ever created. Did ancient humans really know that Sirius, the brightest star in the night sky, is actually a binary star system? And if so, how did they know? The Dogon people of Mali tell a story of Sirius that predates modern telescopes by thousands of years. Their ancestors knew that Sirius A and B were connected by an invisible bond, that they were part of a binary star system. Knowledge that would only be confirmed by modern telescopes in the 20th century. How could they have known? Was it a coincidence, ancient observation, or something more mysterious? The Dogon people believe that their ancestors received this knowledge from a forgotten source, a wisdom preserved through ancient traditions and oral histories. This story challenges us to reconsider the limits of ancient knowledge. Were our ancestors merely observers of the cosmos, or were they custodians of a deeper, more profound understanding of the universe? Thanks for watching. To learn more about the mysteries of ancient knowledge, check out the series in the description. Two ancient civilizations. Time was not linear. It was cyclical. The stars revealed their patterns, and those patterns guided human life. Planting and harvesting, festivals and rituals, all synchronized with the celestial rhythms above. The sky wasn't some distant, cold place. It was a living, breathing mirror reflecting the great cycles of existence itself. This worldview is radically different from our modern understanding of time, which is why it's so important. We're so disconnected from the Earth, from the universe, and from ourselves. Can rediscovering this cosmic rhythm help us to reconnect? Let's start at the beginning. In the beginning, there was a big bang, and from that moment, the universe began its eternal dance. The earth spun, the seasons shifted, the stars wheeled across the sky, and we, the children of the cosmos, came into being. We are part of this great cycle, and yet we've forgotten it. This is a story that's been told for centuries, and now it's time to remember. Let the ancient wisdom of the cosmos guide us once again. Let us live in harmony with the rhythms of the universe and honor the sacredness of life itself. We have mapped the stars and the galaxies. We can measure the lifespan of stars and predict cosmic events with remarkable precision. But have we lost something in our calculations? Look up at the night sky and tell me what you see. Do you see the stories in the stars? Do you feel a sense of connection to the vast universe and your place within it? Or do you just see cold, hard data points that we've known for centuries? I make videos about space. I used to think that science and spirituality were opposites. But what if they're not? What if ancient star maps can help us find our way back to the poetry of the cosmos? If we take the time to listen to the stories they tell, they can remind us that there's more to the universe than just numbers and formulas. They can help us remember that we are part of something bigger than ourselves. So let's take a moment to appreciate the beauty of the universe and our place within it. Let's remember that we are all connected and that we are all part of the same story. When you look up at the night sky tonight, remember this. You are looking at the same canvas that our ancestors studied for thousands of years. Each star, each constellation is a bridge across time, connecting you to the civilizations that lived and dreamed and wondered about the universe long before us. Their maps, carved in stone, painted in caves, and sung across oceans, still whisper to us, we are not alone, and we are not adrift. The cosmos is not beyond us. It's within us. And perhaps by revisiting the wisdom in ancient star maps, we can rediscover our place in the grand design of the universe. So take a moment tonight to appreciate the connection between us and the ancient world. Appreciate the fact that we are part of a much larger story that stretches back thousands of years, and appreciate the beauty of the universe that surrounds us and inspires us to explore and discover. For more videos like this, stay tuned. These ancient star maps are not just relics of the past, they are portals to the cosmos. Each line and constellation whispering stories of a time when humanity was deeply connected to the universe. The ancients may have known something we have forgotten. To know the stars is to know ourselves, our feelings, our thoughts, our very essence, all reflected in the grand tapestry of the night sky. In this dance of the cosmos, humanity has always had a place. We are not separate from the universe. We are the universe experiencing itself through stardust and starlight. As we gaze up at the heavens, let us remember that we are part of something much bigger than ourselves. We are part of the cosmic story, a story that began billions of years ago and continues to unfold. So let these ancient star maps be our guides. Let their wisdom lead us back to the wonder and curiosity of childhood. Let us ask questions and seek answers in the language of the stars. For in doing so, we reconnect with our true selves and our place in the grand scheme of things. This is more than an exploration of ancient star maps. It's an invitation to rediscover the magic in the mundane, to find inspiration in the darkness, and to remember that even in the darkest of nights, the stars will always be there to guide us home. So let the music play and the journey begin.